call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the USC Trojans, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the USC Trojans offense will start this game off. These guys played a terrific game a year ago, final Saturday of the regular season. Close through halftime, tied at 14. But the Fighting Irish showed why they were bound for the national championship game and took home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat in capturing the shillelagh in the second half.
They took the shillelagh. Yeah, it was 14-14 at half. It was a really good football game, and then Notre Dame's defense just takes over. They scored 14 points, 100-yard interception return, 99-yard interception return. This kind of punched their ticket, Jesse, for the college football playoffs.
And it was Notre Dame being Notre Dame. You mentioned their defense. They also ran the ball extremely well. Jadarian Price, Jeremiah Love, both had huge games on the ground. So able to control the football, you know, that's going to be a big key for Marcus Freeman's squad.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
The Trojans will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Notre Dame's offense will get the ball for the first time. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking downfield, it's Carr. He's got him in the flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Notre Dame right back to the line. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Moving away from pressure. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. That's caught. It's Sanders. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Mayaba. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds his man. It's Lemon. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Hold and finds his man on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down because the RPO game's been a problem.
With the catch, it's Love. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw, it's Carr. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Looking to throw. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. After losing yardage on first down, 2nd and goal from the 10. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Gonna run it. It's Sanders. Tripped up for the tackle. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Carr. Finds his target down the middle.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Irish send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Sanders. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Fights off a defender. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Wants to go up top. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Fitted in the window for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Young. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Notre Dame right back to the line. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Gets down with the slide. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Mayava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Pulls it and fires to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Motion from the back. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's got it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That is his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7.
Guys, big-time animosity between Arkansas and Texas A&M, and that's playing out again today. Arkansas took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. And for a program that's won double-digit conference titles between the SEC and the old Southwest Conference, this is big time. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He'll pull it on the read. Got room to work. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Off the play fake. Going for it all. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time, and the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Love. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. On third down, going up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them.
And off from the shotgun.
Imagine how this outcome is going to impact social media this week. One side ready for a parade, the other ready to hit the panic button.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And the Trojans will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll haul it in right around the logo. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the field goal ties it up here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They just keep firing. Shoots it to the left. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Turning it on! And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, the jeweled shillelagh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today.
The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the move from inside is 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Looking for room at the 25. Breaks into the open on the left. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Carr. That's caught. It's locked. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere. Knocked down for a loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Iron! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left, but that's a little old school for me, the RD.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'll run play action. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the connection on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw...
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans!
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Illinois answered the bell away from Champaign today with an impressive victory. The Fighting Illini knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
Fun one in the Pac-12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Irish send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. Most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it. Went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
The Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Mayava. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense drags him down. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They get to the line quickly. Out of the gun to give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. Looking downfield, it's Carr. A little release to the back. Boy, the defense clamped down on that 3rd down completion and didn't allow him to get forward at all.
You're right, Reese. Looked like they were anticipating a quick throw, and you saw everybody so alert, and they were able to rally to the ball.
Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give on the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish the deal with the quarterback sneak. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mayaba. Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Playing a field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Fields. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Good timing on the quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Mayaba. The sure hands, it's Jordan. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. From the gun, give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on... Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. To the air, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Pauling. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking for a gap. It's Lott. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The give to the back. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
I just love when running backs make those decisions, and then they get close to the sideline. Some will take that advantage and step out of bounds not to get hit, but I love when they do like this and stick your foot in the ground, get downhill.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback. It's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush. Sometimes it's a 3-man rush. Sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. QB draw. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it slips just inside that right upright. That gives him now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He'll keep it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. he's sacked at the 6-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Turns it loose. He's got it inside the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They'll go back to the ground. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. From the gun, running back gets to give. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the number. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got rid of it just in time.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. To throw, it's Mayava. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Right on target this time. Gets away from one, finds some space. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lemon. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Mayaba. Rush is on him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Snagged in the middle. It's Lions. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. A busy day in the Mountain West, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. And the quarterback takes a knee. After a hard-fought victory, the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame have won the right to take home the coveted weapon of Gaelic combat, the Jewel Shillelagh. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.